Oops. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, there they are. Hello. So we've come here to Red Robin because Candy and Susan are headed back to Yuma. They were just here for a couple days. So we thought we'd have some lunch and then wish them off for safe travels. Safe travels!
Yay! Safe travels. Full travels.
Holy cow, look at that pizza right there.
It's a deep skillet.
It's a deep skillet pizza? Yeah, that's cool. What does it say?
That's an appetizer.
Ones, and then they also have the dessert.
They have a pretty good menu here.
Freshly baked pizza.
Oh my god, that is like my favorite.
Oh my god, look at the Mountain High mud pie. Don't tempt me with a good time. That looks really yummy.
The children's size beer?
That's little. I'm scared of that. Yum. Wow, I usually don't like lemon cakes, but look at that one. That one looks pretty good. It's drizzled with some kind of either cherry or strawberry sauce. So I'm not super hungry. Either we're gonna split a pizza or I'll probably just get like a side salad or something. They have these little tablets here and they have games on them, but not everybody knows that they do charge you to play those games. Sue almost got wheeled into it. Susan? Sorry. Oh, look at the pizza. What'd you get? Scorpion burger?
Scorpion burger and garlic fries.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, that's mine. That looked like a fish. I saw tartar.
Barbecue chicken.
That's over here.
I'll pass it over.
And the fondue.
Okay.
And the fries.
Alright,
my
time to
goodness.
munch in.
Thank you.
And it's thin crust too. Awesome.
Did she bring napkins?
So right here.
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
Want to try a fried fondue?
is it good? Bacon, cheese fondue.
Yes. Too much
Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, it's not like full pieces, it's like cut into little squares.
All right, guys, how did everything come out for you?
Good.
Is there anything else I can get? Another Coke? You got it.
And I'd like some ranch, please.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
And do you have any hot sauce?
Maybe, like
Kind of. What do you got?
Tabasco.
No.
Cholula.
That's good.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, Cholula.
That's it.
Well, sometimes they got the Valencia, you know.
Yeah.
But Tabasco to me and it's vinegar.
I like it. Because it's like simple.
You need to try this dip. Yum, 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 yum.
Most of them are vinegar based though, right?
You always have a little bit in there because that keeps it shelf stable.
Right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh my goodness.
I know my scorpion burger is gonna be mild.
Yeah, I feel like your scorpion burger is not going to be mild. And then you're adding hot sauce on top of it. Oh my god. You're out of control.
And then you guys all good?
Yep.
All right.
The ranch.
Ranch. I feel I was forgetting something.
That is a nice thin crust pizza.
Don't want to try Pete?
No.
There's plenty.
Yeah, there is. Is that the
Are
12?
those pepperoncinis or just yellow peppers?
Just the banana pepper. Oh, they're tiny.
That's good. They're pepperoncinis.
We're headed over to a friend's house because I bought a bronze base. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for yet, but it's pretty heavy and I don't want to lug around with me all season. And we have a friend here in Lake Havasu. She said we could store it at her place until we come back because we have to come back through here to go back home. So I can just pick it up then at the end of the season, which is amazing. So this is what I got. It's pretty heavy. You need help with that? These things usually, we used to sell statues and they were several $1,000s for the statue, but this is just a table base, I believe, but I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to try to find a statue to put on top of it, but it was $7 for this, and I had 20% off, so I got it actually for like about $5. It is absolutely beautiful.
It's heavy, huh?
Yeah, 50 pounds.
Yeah, it is pretty heavy because it's solid bronze. Stinky doggies, stinky doggies. Okay, that's its new home for a couple months. See you then. Bye!
Love you, girl.
Y'all have a safe trip.
The dramatics.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too. I'm caught. The doggy. The doggy. Well, that's definitely so cool that we were allowed to store our item there. Because like I said, it was pretty heavy. Didn't want to lug that around. But I was going to, because, I mean, $7 for a bronze statue. You can't beat that price. We've come to Lowe's to check out their statuary. I remember seeing it the last time we were here. Look at these frogs. I love the frog. It's only 26 bucks. They're not too heavy, actually, considering they're concrete. Those are too cute. But I might just wait on these. Hopefully they'll have them in spring when we decide to go back home. Got a lot of concrete stuff. When we were at the hardware store looking at the statuary, my batteries ended up dying. I was looking for certain plants. I wanted to get stevia, which I found. I'm so glad. And then we also got some cilantro. But as I was shopping through the plant area, a lady had bought a trough, a feeding trough, but it was the last small feeding trough that Lowe's had. So they had planted it out with plants and they sold her the whole thing and she didn't want the plants. She asked if I garden. Of course I garden, even if I'm on the road. But anyways, they asked the wrong person that and she was like, do you want these plants? And I was like, I do. There was like 6 pepper plants and 1 tomato plant. Actually, you can see it back here. Well, let me show you. I also ended up buying a planter here since I got all these plants. I needed something to plant it in. It was $19 for the planter, and I did get a bottom here because I'm gonna install it into my rig by the table or my desk. That way it's permanently there. I don't have to move it in and out. And here are the pepper plants. This is a huge one right here. I'm not sure what the varieties are yet, but the tags are in there in the bags. So the guy at the Lowe's was nice enough to just give me the bags so we could put the roots and the soil in there. That way they weren't just like dumped into the truck. So I'm gonna get these planted out. So here is my stevia plant. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to make my own powdered stevia once this gets bigger. And there's the cilantro. Not sure if that's gonna go in here. But first I need to go ahead and fill up. Oh my goodness! Stevia down! Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up and then put the plants in. Luckily I bought enough soil because I bought a big bag. Oh, wait. I gotta drill holes. I'm just putting 4 holes at the bottom really quickly. There we go, just for drainage, because these ones don't actually have drain holes. They have the little inserts here that collect water, but I don't want the veggies to have wet roots. So I bought an actual dish to go underneath, and that way, if that gets oversaturated with water, I can just dump that out. Okay, now we're gonna fill it. Yay! Hopefully I have enough soil. But I got soil from the other planter too. I tried to scoop up as much soil as I could because they didn't need the soil. Okay, so this is a mix that I made. I took the bag, and then I added some amendment to it and other things. I have this insert in my sink so my sink water doesn't go into the gray tank when I'm washing dishes. I just dumped it into here. This is the second batch of water, and it's filtering it out. Since I don't have so much in it, it doesn't take as long as the one at home, which is filtered through 3 buckets. Since the tomato is probably going to be the biggest and there's a tomato cage, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the middle and then put the cage in. Can you do me a favor? I'm going to hold this, I'm going to hold this up. Can you pour this in here for me? Here, you just hold the thing.
Oh.
The tomatoes in my hands. Okay, go ahead.
You want it all in?
Yeah.
Or?
Uh-huh. Just dump it in. Okay, thank you. Okay. Now the pepper. Wow, this is going to be planted
Really
pretty
cool.
tight.
3 down one side, 3 down the other.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another big one.
Yeah, I know. This one's huge too. Oh, shoot. I can't. Oh, where's the cage? Right there. Either you hold this and I'll bunch it up. Hold on. Let me get all the branches. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Perfect. Turn it. This is gonna be bent.
4 corners in the thing.
Yep. Holy cow, some of these plants are really huge. Talk about square foot gardening. It might be too much for this pot, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. I just might have to water and fertilize it more. And this is just one of the peppers. I think this is the biggest pepper plant that was there though, so hopefully the other ones are smaller. Yeah, these ones are much smaller. This one's not small. Well, it's smaller, but it's got fruit on it. I'll go ahead and get that one next. Let's do that on the other corner. Okay. I might have to get more soil to top this stuff off. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I tried to start scooping up some soil. So, oh my god, this one's a poblano. And this one is a, oh, that's a hot Thai pepper.
Chuck, we got your peppers over here.
Okay, these are the free plants that I got. I got the 2 Anaheim hot peppers, got 2 green bell peppers, 2 Thai hot peppers, and we've got the poblano, and then 1 summer sandwich tomato. Now these Thai hot peppers are considered ornamental peppers, but they are still cool. Alright, I'm glad I was able to get that all into one pot, although I think it's quite full. Like I said, I just have to water and fertilize it more. But it just goes with my other plants here. My lemon's doing well. I put the saran wrap over the seeds just to create humidity. did it for the lemon because the oregano's in there as well. But I think I'm gonna have to tape this down because the saran wrap is not sticking to this plastic. I just took my filtered gray water and watered everything in. If you didn't see the last video, it shows where I made another filter to filter my gray water for my plants. If you can't garden at home, bring your garden with you. Now, since this variety of Thai pepper is considered ornamental, I might remove these, put them into another pot, and then put my cilantro and my stevia in there and to replace those. Awesome, green in the desert. I am glad to be reusing my gray water, but eventually we'll be hitting Senator's Wash again, where I started my plants last year, and there's a whole lake there. And my plants last year really reacted well to the lake water. Good morning. It is the next day, and it's actually a really beautiful day with a slight wind right now, but the winds are supposed to pick up today, and I believe up to 50 miles an hour. So we're gonna go ahead and get going and get to our next spot before the wind started. Terry and Scott are staying till Friday, I believe, until the winds calm down, but all of our group has already left. There are some other people moving in. You ready to go, Moo-moo, huh? You ready to go? I should probably take her for a walk real quick before we get going. Oh, I can feel the wind starting to pick up. Anyways, we decided to take a walk around before I have to hook up my truck. And then we're gonna get going. Our friends Joel and Butterfly are still here. I think they're headed to go see family after this. This is the entrance road for Craggy Wash, and technically ours is the first camping area here. And then it continues on for several miles down this road into the canyon. Look, Moo-moo, a large rock. That's awesome. There are a few large rocks right here at the beginning. But this road will kind of wind through the hills. And I've camped about 3 miles back. And on the right-hand side, it kind of opens up to a kind of open area where there's a small view of Lake Havasu. The internet's okay back there, but the problem is if you want to go to town, you got to come 3 miles down this windy road. It's just more convenient if you're going to go to town if you're camping up front, but it's secluded back there and it's nice and quiet usually. Seems like we got a couple campers dotted through as we make our way back. Some cars coming out. Today is the 16th and we have until the 18th to leave, but we just want to go ahead and get going and catch up with some of our friends. It has been nice here, but the wind is definitely starting to pick up. I saw some chickens there. They have like 3 chickens in that RV. So cool, I want chickens, but I'm not ready for all that right now. Some tent campers. Seems like it's getting busier as we go on through this spot, but I know why. If you take a look back on that hill right there is the cell tower. So there's no blockage here. And they probably get good reception. Cool buggy. Oh wow. Look at those 2 huge buses on the hill. Wonder how they got up there. We're making it to the corner here where it kind of curves in. So we're gonna turn around soon, but I just wanted to show you this area. So there's a sharp curve here. Then it goes back for a little bit and then it curves back. And then heads back that way, but it winds through all these kind of hills here. No camping. There's a fire pit there, but it is right next to the mountain, so it's possible that sometimes rocks fall down, so it might not be the safest area to camp. That's probably why they put that there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see a few rocks that may have fallen. Yeah, there's a pile there too. So yeah, sometimes it's not always safe to camp right by the mountain. Falling rocks and stuff. Right, Moo-moo? If you don't need solar, it is definitely a nice shaded area in the desert. We're gonna go ahead and head back now. I've got to get my truck hooked up. Come on, Moo-moo. You can see why they call this Craggy Wash, because in the monsoon season, this all floods out here. This is where the water rushes through. Yeah, this definitely wouldn't be a good place to be during the monsoon season. This is probably all flooded out when it rains. Got some cool little caves. All this is pretty cool. I actually have climbed up to the very top up there. I don't know if you can see that. If I can find that video, I'll put a link for it at the end of the video. I can feel the wind starting to pick up. But yeah, it's really cool. Actually, wait, that's not the one. Oh, it's the big one way over there. That's what I climbed to the top of. That was one of the hardest things I had to do. I guess I didn't have to do it, but wanted to do. Wow, past this ridge here, there's mountains in the distance, but you can barely see them. It's like mist of dust. This is where you have to access the top of the mountain. We kind of went through this little wash here, and then up the back side of the mountain all the way. There's a little land bridge with a fall off on both sides. Scary. And then up to the top. Well, today would not be the day for that. It is super windy. I bet it's really windy up there. Thankfully it's sunny today, or it'd be a cold, chilly day. Memo. Come on, wait. Good girl. We're almost back to base camp. I was just telling Jeff that maybe next time we're here we should park around this area. It's empty right now, but the antenna is right there. And see, our problem is we try to go back a little further, but this hill here kind of blocks the cell tower. And so it's kind of iffy, our internet connection and cell service. Yeah, Jeff just checked the signal back there, and it's 5G. Which is not surprising, because we're parked right by this mountain here, and you obviously cannot see the cell towers. Well, we've made it back to base camp, and I've got to get my truck hooked up. I've actually never named my truck. My Beetle that I used to tow around was named Sookie, but my truck I haven't named. So if you have any cool ideas for a truck name, go ahead and put them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what your suggestions are. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with us. If you want to check out some more videos, they'll be over here. And hopefully I'll link one of these videos for that climb that we did up to the top of that mountain. And if you want to check out Patreon up here, and also subscribe right here. Once again, thank you. We'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye for now.